let's talk about money. Okay, so this is UBS. They basically don't want to put a cap on how much money you make to invest in their private wealth management. Here's what they said. We don't want to limit ourselves. A $2 million client can become a $2 billion client overnight. That's very different from what we've heard. And this comes from the China's head of global wealth management.
Right. What we've heard from others, including Standard Chartered, Bank of Singapore, is that they're actually moving that floor up to $3 billion, $5 million, because they want to have enough capacity. The good news for UBS, as Peggy knows well, they have a lot of capacity. They're the world's biggest wealth manager by this regard. So it's interesting to see them want to scale. I also love the idea of like $2 million can become $2 billion overnight. I'm not sure that happens that often, but apparently it does.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, in China, I guess, who knows?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
right.
Well, particularly in parts of Asia where there's not a lot of transparency into how much wealth people have. So as Jason said, UBS is one of the strongest players around the world in terms of banking billionaires. But I loved about this story that they were saying that this is a play for the offshore assets, so assets that have moved out of China to Hong Kong, but also eventually the onshore assets.
Yeah.
So we're seeing tons of banks and wealth managers trying to get a foothold into China now with their own products on the ground.
Good point.
And they did, this banker did make a specific example. This $2 million to $2 billion is not completely made up. They did have a Chinese now billionaire who is not made up, although they did not name who, because of an IPO, went from being a millionaire to a billionaire effectively overnight.
I mean, if you're going to do it, it probably happened in China.
It happens.
At the end of the day.